Rajesh, fifth round of talks which are being, the government is doing all it can to kind of soothe the rising tensions amongst farmers. Tell us, apart from the inconvenience that is being caused to people, and we've spoken about it continuously, what are you picking up on the ground, Brajesh Pandey?
Well, the farmers and the farmer unions are very much clear that until and unless the key demands of their are met, there is no way they are going to back out of this agitation. And going by, the way they are protesting at the Shambhu border, and various other, farmer unions have also started to join them in their respective states. It's a long drawn haul between the farmers and the government. The government, very well aware of the fact that, elections around the corner, has held till now 4 rounds of conversations with them. Today, Agriculture Minister Arjun Munda went out and said that the only way to move forward can be through dialogue, and has invited farmers for the 5th round of dialogue. And they're saying that, that the government is trying to work out certain measures which will elevate the apprehensions of the farmer vis-a-vis the MSP, and will also ensure that there's a movement forward and no kind of inconvenience is caused either to the farmers or people at large, wherever these massive traffic jams are ensuring. But, if you go by the way the entire thing is panned out, the farmers are, have made it very clear that until unless a decision is taken by the government as far as MSP legalization of MSP is concerned, there is no going back. So it'll be extremely interesting to see what new the government offers in the 5th round of talk. But other than that, it's traffic jams at all the key intersections of Delhi, Noida, Ghaziabad, the Chilla border, and also between Delhi, Gurgaon area and all. So because police has heavily barricaded, all eyes are at the single border, where we're seeing, some big improvisation as far as modern warfare is concerned, where the farmers are trying to bring down the drones which are being used to lob tear gas shells on the farmers with the help of a kite. So it's all kind of action is being seen at the Shambhu border. But it'll be interesting to see, whether the farmers agree for the 5th round of talk, and what exactly the government brings on table, which will ensure that the farmers are happy enough to call back the agitation. Sudha?
Brijesh, of course, right from this is the 5th round. From the 1st to the 5th, Agriculture Minister Munda has had several meetings, also Piyush Goyal. In the latest, I think we have a graphics for that, where he said that, we are okay regarding the withdrawal of the FIRs also, because the farmers had, of course, presented a list of it. Do you think that somehow, that as the days are going ahead, the demands seem to be not coming down at all? I mean, these farmers are going relentlessly forward in their Delhi Chalo march. What I'm saying is that there seems to be an impasse. There seems to be a kind of, eye-to-eye confrontation right now.
There is an impasse today, Sudha, and this is the reason why the government is trying their level best to make sure that the situation doesn't spiral out of control, because general elections are around the corner, and no government would want to enter general election with this kind of problem at their hand. And that is the reason why, if you look at the frequency of the conversation between the government and the farmers at pace which is happening, clearly indicates that the government definitely wants some sort of solution which can put an end to this confrontation between farmers and the central government. One thing is very clear, that the FIR is the least of the government's problem. They can quash the FIR, but the real problem is what will they do with the MSP, because the kind of money that is required, government sources are saying that it is something tantamount to almost 1/4 of the GDP, which any government cannot do. They are doing certain improvisations, as was put forward in the 4th round of conversation between negotiation between farmers and the government. But eventually, even the farmers rejected that. So it'll be interesting to see whether the government reiterate what it had said in the 4th round, or bring forth a new, some sort of a new mechanism which can help solve this impasse.